Well, now we know, in fact, it's not going to happen in June. So, all right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to talk about Ethereum. There was some very big news out on Ethereum yesterday, so I'd like to bring everybody up to date on that. We cover that content a lot on this channel, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. In addition to that, if everybody would please smash the like button, it helps us a lot. Also, feel free to drop a comment below. Okay, so I want to get to the big news, but before we get to that, I want to say that we have been discussing this for quite some time on this channel, so I want to dig into that after I go through this news and what it may mean to Ethereum and to the mining community. Okay, this is from CoinDesk. Ethereum merge no longer expected in June. So the first thing is I want to tell you, I cannot tell you how many videos and articles I've watched about how we are set for June and June is it. So there are an awful lot of people that seem to be pushing the narrative that June was a go. And now here we're finding out that June is not a go. But this is not the first time that this has happened. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Let's go through what they say and then we'll talk about it. According to Ethereum core developer Tim Biko, and I apologize if that pronunciation is incorrect, the network's much anticipated shift to proof of stake isn't likely to come until the fall. After a few weeks of speculation, Ethereum core developer Tim Biko confirmed in a tweet Tuesday that the long-awaited Ethereum merge will come later than expected, instead of June, because the network transition to proof of stake is more likely to come, quote, a few months after. So the actual tweet is, it won't be June, but likely in a few months after. No firm date yet, but we're definitely in the final chapter of proof of work on Ethereum. So no firm date yet. This has been going on for years. So this doesn't even set a new date. So June was kind of set in stone and everybody was anticipating that. And we've seen YouTubers and news outlets alike try to prep everybody for this transition to proof of stake. And I just don't think it's as simple as that. And those of you who follow the channel know that I've been talking about this for quite some time. So I'm not sure how this is all going to be resolved. This may one day transition from proof of work to proof of stake. It continues to get delayed, and I'm going to show you just how long it's been getting delayed, because it's important to know this is not one delay for a few months. We are now years into this being delayed. So I know there are some very important industry insiders that think that this will be delayed indefinitely and likely never happen. So that is not necessarily my point of view. I don't know enough about it to be able to speak on it that way. So please, this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I've heard, and I'm showing you this news that has come out. And I'm going to show you more news over the years that have come out relating to this, because this has been a very long, drawn-out, painful process. There are a lot of people setting up for proof of stake, and those people will continue to run into these delays, and now those people have run into another delay. I did put out a survey on YouTube and asked for comments, and I will tell you what I'm now starting to hear a lot of people believe is that ultimately there's going to be a hybrid of proof of stake and proof of work, either for years to come or maybe forever. So again, I have no knowledge of that. I'm just telling you what some of the Ethereum enthusiasts are talking about right now. So that narrative does not seem to be in the mainstream media or even really amongst the YouTube community. But the more I discuss it, the more I see a lot of skepticism as to this occurring imminently. And so here we are. I just put a poll out on this a few days ago, and now immediately right after that, we get the news that it is in fact delayed. It's not going to occur in June. But again, he does say probably in a few months, so we'll see. I'm going to show you a few other things that have been said over time. Okay, this was on October 27th, 2021. So that's 6 months ago. Ethereum's proof of stake merger gets pushed back to June of 2022. So everybody was set up for last December, and then that got pushed 6 months forward to June. Here we are in April, and they're saying, no, it's not going to be June. It will be a few months later, a date that we have not yet determined. But I want to go further back, because that's only one delay. So this is an article put out on May 11th, 2020. So that is now coming up on 2 full years ago. And again, I'm going to mispronounce this name most likely. Vitalik Buterin says, much delayed Ethereum 2.0 still on track for July launch. Now, he's talking about July of 2020. It is now being pushed past June of 2022. So we are years into this meeting a series of delays. So again, I don't know what the future holds. I just think it's important everybody understand This has been delay after delay after delay, and I don't think this is as simple as everybody thinks. And in the meantime, the network continues on proof of work. Ethereum's founder says the network's big upgrade is on track to launch in July, bringing proof of stake to new scalability features to the network. So July of 2020. So just to show how far back this goes, the Ethereum community started talking about replacing its proof of work system, which is based on work done by miners and is also employed by Bitcoin protocol, with a proof of stake almost as soon as the network launched back in 2015. So this has been on the table for 7 years now. They had an absolute solid launch date of over 2 years ago, and we are still running into delays. Okay, so again, here's another one. The next paragraph says, sometimes known as Serenity, Ethereum 2.0, and they've changed the name several times since then, has long been subject to delays. Although originally slated for January of 2020, that's coming up on 2.5 years, and we're still in delays. It was pushed back to Q2 and then again to Q3 of 2020. July has been a target date for developers since the beginning of the year. Many appear to be eyeing a debut for July 30th, 2020. So I could go on, but I'm going to leave it at that. You can see that we are many, many years. We're now coming up on 3 years from the initial launch date. They've changed the system, they've changed the name of the network. I don't know when or if they're going to reach the finish line. So if I circle this back around to the miners, HIVE blockchain mines a significant amount of Ethereum. Also, Hut 8 has 10,000 NVIDIA GPUs that are mining Ethereum. Hut 8 has officially announced they have a transition plan. If and when this happens, those machines will do other things. They have a data center, so, if that happens, they've got a purpose for those machines. However, in the meantime, they're mining Ethereum and taking payment in Bitcoin, and it is their least expensive way to get Bitcoin. It is by far cheaper than just straight mining Bitcoin. Now, HIVE is doing that on even a much larger scale, and they are accepting payment in Ethereum. So they are the largest publicly traded miner of Ethereum. They continue to mine Ethereum, and they do not expect this change anytime soon. They believe this will go on long enough that they're still actually buying new GPUs to continue mining Ethereum. So again, possibly there's a scenario where proof of stake gets up and running at some point in the future. They run simultaneously for some unknown amount of time. Or maybe the end game will eventually occur and proof of stake gets up and running and eliminates proof of work. But right now, based on all of these delays over the course of coming up on 3 years, it's not unreasonable to be skeptical of when or if this is going to occur. So I just wanted to bring everybody up to date on this Ethereum. I do not believe this is affecting the price of Ethereum very much. I'm just going to take a quick look at the chart. Today, Ethereum's up about 2%, and you can see since it bottomed out somewhere in the middle of March, it's basically been on an upward trend with a little bit of a pullback. So it's right now up 33% off of its February 24th low. So again, I don't think this is holding back Ethereum. I'm going to add Bitcoin to the chart just to kind of show you. Ethereum's actually doing, just the same or better than Bitcoin. So again, this is not affecting the price of Ethereum in my opinion, but it does have an impact on all the people looking to stake their Ethereum, as well as all the people currently mining Ethereum, some of which are publicly traded companies. So that is my update on Ethereum. And again, please remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do with Ethereum or any of these miners. I just want to give you this information because I believe there's a lot of confusion out there about what's going on. And I do know I have seen many, many videos that are stating in no uncertain terms that this is going to happen in June. Well, now we know, in fact, it's not going to happen in June. So I guess that would be my biggest takeaway. Hopefully this video was helpful. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And of course, please smash the like button. It helps us out a lot. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you in the next video.